Yes, ma'am.
Madam.
Upadhi is nothing but conditioning. Conditioning is called as Upadhi in what, as Prabhuji said, is Vedanta, Tattvabodha. That it is restricted, confining to one form or one particular thing. So he gave example that water, it is confining to as conditioning, external. I don't know what exactly.
Ma'am, it is something that prevents us from seeing what already is. Ma'am, if supposing I say uh, water, but I make say black tea out of. Huh. Ma'am, if I would say say somebody has long fingers, to an artist it would mean that person has very artistic long fingers, but to a doctor it would mean that he is more prone to osteoporosis. So I feel it is what we have been processed to think, and we've been taught and subjected to, which shapes our thought processes. So what I see as a doctor, or somebody else sees as an artist, another person sees as a, say a mechanic, he would think different things. It comes from what we have been taught, and believed to through our experience.
Ma'am, hello. Ma'am, by the time I got some idea that as in the same only that was Prabhuji has given the example, but in a different category. As you said, we should not take the late. We'll take the example later. See that I my own example is, suppose the substratum what will remain same, but by the addition of another some other small materials, that substratum will change appears in a different form. Suppose if I give the rice, if I take a rice, we'll prepare a lemon rice. We prepare bath, uh, something else. But the core is rice only. But by the different ingredients, it appears as a lemon rice, it appears as a puliyogre, it appears as a bath. Because of it different ingredients, but it remains as a rice only. The core substratum is rice. that that is that conditioning as a chitrana, as a puliyogara, as a bath, that conditioning is called upadhi.
Yeah, you give a different example. Okay. What will Jaishiji
Madam,
say?
uh,
What is Upadhi?
first point, Atma is everywhere, and we have conditioned ourselves to look at that Atma in different ways.
Hmm.
That condition, we have to learn how to recognize Atma.
Hmm.
And that is through Vedanta only.
Yes, yes, yes. Sudhaji, you can also add to this.
So
What is
this name,
actually Upadhi means?
that name and form, our attachment with name and form, conditions, that is the major condition. That if we don't see Atma as Atma, we see Atma as a name or we see Atma as a form. Name means like a role, my father. I never know, I never understand that it is an Atma who is playing this role as my father, or a form, that is a woman, this is a man, this is a dog, or that is a cat. So this conditioning, whole conditioning comes because of our attachment to the name and the form.
Yes. So the whole of conditioning is nothing but our perspective, basically. Each one of us have our own perspectives. That is the way we have been brought up, the way it has been told to us, the way we follow, the way we understand. All these are nothing but conditioning. Okay, let us go a little. Okay, let us take an example and then come back to a practical thing. So, as Vaishnaviji said, Upadhi prevents us from seeing that which is already there. That is the sentence, first sentence that Guruji has told. Because of Upadhi, we are missing the Ananda or the Atma. So Satchitananda was the last class's the topic. So Ananda is what is being told, has to be told. But what is it that obstructs us from experiencing Ananda or be in Ananda? So it is nothing but Upadhi. The blockage to our being in bliss is Upadhi. So Upadhi is nothing but conditioning. So here an example of red glasses has been told by Guruji. Jaishriji, please tell me about that red glasses.
When we wear red glasses, we see everything in red only. And that is what Guruji says. And the conditioning here is what we think we see. And a cup of water also. The water form we see in dirty water, in coffee, in tea, in so many examples like this, we see in different form the same water. That is what is happening in this conditioning Upadhi also. Upadhi also teaches, means the same thing happens. We have to condition our inside to look at the correct self. That means Atma. Correct, madam.
Okay, with red glasses, what happens? You imagine your glass
Everything
is
looks
put with red color transparent sheet. Your specs has been put with that. What happens then? We see everything red, you said.
Yes.
So, what actually happens? Why is that example taken here? That is the link that I want you to say. You imagine you have a red color sheet put on your specs.
Yes, madam. Scientifically, it absorbs all the light and gives out red.
Connected with this,
So we see
also
all
you told because of Atma is not seen properly, is what you told.
Properly.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, but what happens actually with red color glasses? Practically, scientifically, colors absorption, all those you just leave. You
Mm-hmm.
are wearing
Mm-hmm.
glass, it is red color. So what, we are in this meeting. What happens here? How do I look? How do Sudhaji look? How do Vaishnavi ji look and Bharatish ji look?
They all look red only, madam.
Red.
Red only, madam.
Okay. You
Red,
see,
yeah.
whatever you have written, that is also seen as red color.
Red
Your
color. Yes.
mobile is also red color. So,
Mhm. That
what
is
is,
the Upadhi is like that.
Upadhi is what?
Condition.
Condition.
Condition. The red color glasses is the condition engineer.
Uh, so, it is the condition. What is the condition that is put and for what? Red color is the condition that is put. For what has that been put?
Eyes.
Eyes. So, our vision is purposefully made red.
Yes.
So, that means say it will block us from seeing what it is actually true, the real, and it is
Yes.
making us, and there is some limitation, the condition has been put so that we can see only red color. It's not the plain glass wherein I can see different colors, different things, the color is the same. So, whatever may be the color, but I am seeing everything as red. So, the condition is put for the eyes. So, Upadhi is applied where is to be understood from the next, after the few examples. Now, Vaishnavi ji will go with the coffee making thing. What happens, what you said is right, Jayashri ji. So, you told it correctly.
Ma'am, so Upadhi is something that changes our experience and its experience and appearance, both. If water is what this the principle, the subject that we are taking, and we look at coffee. It is by adding, say, sugar, coffee powder, milk. What we get is coffee, but it is the appearance of what is actually water. It would have changed its form and appearance and taste, but in basically and in fundamentally, it is still water, and that has not changed. So then this becomes the upadhi. This adding coffee powder and all of these have changed things. So that transformation has happened, but and we fail to see the water. Now we call it coffee.
So, that sentence is very important. We fail to see the water. So, what is permanent, what is the essential nature of that coffee, we forget that and we see only coffee. So, that is the link that we must have to our own Vedantic perspective that we have taken up now. So, we forget to see, we forget to recognize ourself or Atma, but we are in this world, which is very true. We feel it very true. But it is not true. It is not the essential nature that we are seeing, but we are seeing. Yes, we are seeing coffee, we are seeing the red color of everything. And the next one, Bharatish ji, the muddy water. And the wave also, you can take both the examples.
I have to tell example. Huh?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You told Chitrana, Puliyogre, everything, the colors are also changed there. Chitrana, Puliyogre, Bhat, Bisibele Bhat, everything you take up. Okay, but only thing is, essential nature is the rice.
Eyes.
Okay, so the white rice, the pure, the basic rice is what is missing, but we give different names to it. And as Sudhaji also told, names and forms are the root cause of our conditioning, Upadhi. Or you can give
And
some new example also.
as Prabhuji said in the video, that second example is rainwater. It is filled with the muds and dust with all impurities, and that makes a drain water. And when we start filtering it and when start purifying, we'll see the core water. The actual source of drain is water. And third example given is ocean. There we come across tides, waves, all bubbles, small water bubbles, and all this, and hurricanes, whatever that becomes. It is a different appearance, and we experience in a different conditions. We experience that this is wave, this is uh, foam water, or all this. We'll
Bubble.
experience that based on their appearance, but the core is on all that form. Water is the source. In
Don't
all
you
that form,
think?
water is.
Don't you think? Or is it that? Is it easy to understand that maybe the tides, the wave, small wave, big wave, the bubble, the foam, the whatever, maybe all forms of the ocean?
Ocean.
Don't you think all those are water we can easily understand?
Yes, definitely, ma'am, we can easily understand, but we are not thought of in that way. We are not. As again, we are conditioned. Uh, our condition is not allowing to think in that way.
So,
That's
but when you go near a sea, there are lots of waves coming up, and the foam also comes, the bubble also comes. But we still know that it is water only, right?
yes, definitely, yes,
We
definitely.
are seeing it, we are feeling it, we are experiencing it.
Hmm.
But
But
can that same thing be
we are
applied to
not
us?
relating with ourselves. Uh, since we are not relating, we are not being aware of that. When we start relating, we will easily make out
Do
of
you
it.
know it first? Did you know from your childhood that all types of water waves or small waves, big waves, foam, bubble are the same form of water? Or your Atma is what is driving you rather than the names and forms? From your
From
childhood,
childhood,
are you
we are
taught
known.
with that?
Yes, we know.
I think that is only conditioning, no? Second level of conditioning. That from the time we are born, family, school, everything will say, you have this name, you have this form. Okay, and everybody has a name, everybody has a form. There's nothing beyond this name and form. So that is the second level of conditioning actually. When we go to the ocean, we know that the wave is water, we know that the foam is water, but when you are living, you can never know yourself as the Atma because no school teaches you that, no parent tells you that. Only if you have done lot of sadhana in your previous lives, then this life you are born with that
Understanding.
uh, attitude. Or if you have the good fortune to come to a guru like Prabhuji, who will always take you back to the self, then you will know.
Correct.
That is what I'm thinking.
Yes, yes. That is what actually I wanted it to be brought out here in the discussion because that is something that is missing. That is what is the conditioning. From our childhood, all these are not taught. So, unlearning will have to happen now. Maybe we have grown with so much of it, it has become habitual. So that is the true thing is what we have. Maybe Bharatish ji said he was knowing this also he mentioned. Can you tell a little more about that Bharatish ji?
What, ma'am?
You told that I was told that I was Atma is what you mentioned. From your childhood, was that told to you?
No.
Okay. So, in your school or at home, only two places wherein
No.
we learn things, right? So, if that was told, then all of us would have been enlightened from the young age. We would have been enlightened only, right? So the way it is taught, or the way we understand life is totally different. I am, say, Sudhaji, I am Jayshriji, I am Vaishnaviji, I am Bharatiji, I am Kantiji. This is what we know. We can never even know that we are Atma, all of us are one. That is never told to us from the time that we have our brains developed. If that were to be, maybe what we can do is we can tell our youngsters and the younger generation. This must be told to them at the early age so that unlearning can happen easily with them. The learning itself, if it is this, then there is no necessity for unlearning. Sudhaji, with change in the appearance of water, be it vaporized and the state of water, how can we again tell that it is Upadhi conditioning? Water in the form of vapor, water in the form of ice, water in the form of liquid state, liquid, solid, and gaseous state.
Again, it's just a deeper level of saying that the name and form can look very different. And the name and form can be different because of the external conditions. That is, you have reduced the temperature below the room, like below the room
Zero.
temperature. That is why water has become ice. Or you have given it lot of heat, which is why water has become vapor. So it is to say that external conditions may change this name and form somehow to the next level, but nevertheless water is the source of all this. So whatever you are in this life, however great you are, whatever your achievements, or whatever, like a failure you are, whatever troubles and tribulations you're going through, at the end of it, it is all the Atma's journey. That is how we can look at this whole Prabhuji's long, that entire talk for 10 minutes or 12 minutes with different examples was to highlight this point.
Yes, yes. So, the solid, liquid, and gas, the three states of matter. So, liquid water, then gaseous vapor, then solid ice. So, we can take this as you said, Sudhaji said, it is name and form. But essential nature is water itself with different conditions. I put the water in the ice tray and reduce it to 0 degrees. Then it solidifies. I give higher temperature. The condition is put as the temperature. Either lower the temperature or higher the temperature. Then what happens is either it goes as a gaseous state, goes into gaseous state, or goes into solid state. So the same water is getting converted. So that is the condition we have put. Temperature is the condition we have put for change in the state of the appearance. So even with us, it happens the same. Condition. What are all the conditions that are put to us? Say for example, let us take in our life itself. Maybe I'll start with Vaishnavi ji. Think of a labeling that has been done by the society or the people of the family or in the school. Say you're a smart girl, smart, intelligent girl, and all that. So, what happens with that? You're applying
Ma'am,
that
yes.
particular label. It may not be that, anything, any labeling. How do you feel about it?
Yes, ma'am. So in school, they used to call me smart and intelligent, and until I reached college, where everybody in the 20 merit students were equally or even better, but more intelligent than me. So it was quite a shock to understand. I mean, you would always stop the exam, but until then, where you realize people are smarter and more intelligent, and they come from more, socially backward families, which has conditioned them to be very practical and very efficient. And so that conditioning took a long time for me to erase, to understand that at every level of life you have to upgrade your skills and upgrade your mindset and be open to challenges. So these conditioning can work your way or may not. This is what I have experienced, ma'am.
So uh, I just told those two smart and intelligent girl, but how was it when you were in the school? What was that conditioning do for you? What did that do
Ma'am,
for you?
it puts a lot of pressure at any point in time. Of course, you're in the top 5, you get a merit card, you're always called for all these functions. You're the preferential student for most extracurricular activities and all that, yes. But then that also makes you feel that everywhere you go you need the same treatment. Then at a point in time you will crib about the smallest things. At home, if somebody has, or in the family, or your cousins have done better, then sometimes it becomes difficult for one to accept. At least as a small child, it becomes very difficult. So this conditioning tells you that whatever you do is good, and whatever you do is going to be the most excellent when compared to others. But this
So when you are
exactly.
at that position wherein you are feeling maybe preferential, how will that feeling be? You are given preference to by the teachers or whoever.
Hmm.
So then how do you feel?
I feel unchallenged. I feel you are
Maybe
the
you are
most brilliant.
being now, you are thinking from that point, but at that particular moment, if you can retrace your feeling, then
I would feel very happy and
yeah,
proud of myself.
yes, yes. So that means say that your confidence was boosted there.
Yes,
So it's
yes,
not that now you are saying that maybe after facing a lot of other difficulties, the conditioning was not correct.
correct. Yes, ma'am.
So, but at that moment wherein you were preferred and you were given some little more benefit than the other children, that would naturally boost your the confidence,
Confidence
and
and yes.
you would not feel limited then.
Mm-hmm.
So it would just open up and bloom like anything to the
Yes,
maximum
ma'am.
possible, to the potential
You're
that you had.
nurtured.
Yes. So when you went to the college, this is something very practical. What is Upadhi is this only. So when you went to college, Upadhi, which gave you confidence, was not enough there.
Not enough at all.
The conditioning or the preference that was given was not enough at all. So you had to drop that and pick another one. Maybe you will have to work a little more harder or in a different way, smarter way. Is something that you
Yes, ma'am. I had
learned.
to relearn many things.
Ah,
Unlearn, relearn.
yes, yes, yes. So, but is that possible for us without knowing that there is a conditioning done on us all these years from our birth or from the time that we have started to think by ourselves? We don't know about the upadhis at all. We don't know about what is the true nature. Can this same example of your life be applied to yourself with this perspective? What is Atma? The whole of every one of us is Atma. It's only Atma. So, what is the conditioning that has been put?
That we recognize, identify everybody by their body and form and name, and that is how we have limited our views and to the physical existence, and we do not see beyond the body, just like how we did not see beyond the coffee and we forgot about water. We do not look beyond the body and the appearance or the name at what is essentially all of us.
So, do you consider that thinking everyone as Atma, or do you consider that I should first recognize myself as Atma? Which do you prefer?
Ma'am, it comes from self knowledge. Unless you understand what you are, you will not appreciate what others are.
Correct. So it is best to know myself, my true nature. Then we can go.
Yes, ma'am.
Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma is the second level. But Aham Atma Brahma, that is Tattvamasi, who am I, is what is to be known first. Okay, so the Upadhi, you beautifully brought out with your own example as what Upadhi is and what it is not permanent. That Upadhi is not permanent, it keeps changing. So now, Jai Shri Ji, for you, you being a mother, a daughter, a wife, sister, whatever it may be. So, how is this obstructing to understand Atma or true nature? This is a general question wherein you will have to think about your life as a mother or a sister or a daughter. So, I am daughter to my parents, I am mother to my children, I am sister to my sibling. If you think that, what is the Upadhi there?
ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ.
ಅಂದರೆ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಜಯಶ್ರೀ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಯಶ್ರೀ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಾಧಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ?
ಅದು ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್. ನಾವು ನೋಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬರೀ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಆತ್ಮ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹೈಯರ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು.
And in the same way, the relationships, we are into it from the beginning and we don't know the other route which we should achieve in our life. The other thing, condition is we should look at the Atma level. For that Atma level, we have to work. In the subject matra we are looking, no, object matra we are looking at, we are not getting into the subject. That subject is at a higher level.
Okay, so what is that? You are a mother, Jayashri is a mother, Jayashri is a sister, Jayashri is a daughter. What is that actually?
That is only conditions, Upadhi.
Upadhi, condition, correct. So what type of condition is that? Is
We are
Jayashri
limiting
daughter?
ourselves.
Ah,
We are limiting ourselves to the roles we have to play in our objective life.
correct,
But we are
exactly.
not
This is what I
getting into
wanted.
the subject.
So we are
That
sticking on to our roles.
Yeah.
So as a mother, what can I do? I am a mother is first important Upadhi. So it is only me who can do to my child. So that is something that we think that it is I who am doing. Jayashri as a mother does for the child. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So here what you said, the role is what is being played there. Jayashri ji is not a mother, but Jayashri ji is playing the role of a mother. If you were to be mother, then you cannot be a daughter. You cannot be a sister. If you're stuck with mother role, these things cannot take at all.
But we do play all roles now, madam. Really.
We take up different roles. So we put different conditions.
Conditions.
that is nothing but Upadhi. I act with my sister in a different way. I act with a son in a different way. I act with mother in a different way. So each is an Upadhi that I am putting on to myself, a role I am playing.
Yeah.
So different roles are being played. So, how can we drop these roles? How can we drop this Upadhi called roles? This has not been given in the talk. I am just applying it to our life so that we can understand it in a better way.
First of all, we should understand this self. When we understand the self, that is Atma, we can get into the higher level of logic. Higher level of thinking. And that through logic only we can achieve it. And that is through Vedanta only. And slowly we have to reach our goal.
Yes, yes. You told correctly, Jayshriji. Sudhaji, can you add to this? How can you drop off the roles? What is it that you can do to drop the roles? I go for a work. I work there as an employee. I am the son. I am the brother of the sibling. I'm telling to Bhartish ji also because I left out the male part of it. So, if that is there, how can we remove that conditioning, that Upadhi? Why is it necessary to remove that or drop off that Upadhi?
So you can never stop playing the roles. Okay? As long as we are in this body, you have to play the roles. Whether as mother, daughter, wife, grandmother, some role you will be continuously playing. You can never drop it off.
When do you
So-
play the role?
Sorry?
When do you play the role?
All the time. Every second you're playing some role or the other.
So,
When you're not playing, every second non-stop, the maid walks in, you become the employer. Your daughter you see, you become the mother. The husband you see, you become a wife.
Who
You
are
remember
you?
your mother, you become daughter.
so
Where you can't stop.
yes, who are you?
No. But thankfully, after coming to Prabhuji, you can never stop any roles. You can never drop the Upadhi. You have to continue with the Upadhi. But all the time remembering in the background that you are the one indivisible Atma. That is what Prabhuji is saying. That, so many Atmas, different Atmas, no. Atma is one. It is one indivisible whole which has taken so many forms. It's like the ocean which has so many drops. So it's one indivisible whole taking so many forms. And I am that a part of that indivisible whole. And whatever duration this is, I have to play this role. It has to be played out through me. And with that understanding only we can go. I feel you can never drop the role playing until the last second.
But identification,
Can be dropped.
yes.
Identification can be dropped because you
No,
can always.
you are, when you are identifying yourself with the role, that is totally different. Then you will have to have an understanding of, because I am a mother means I own the responsibility. Doership is there, ownership is there. So when can you drop those? Only when you drop the identification with the body, the mind. So how to drop that is this path that Guruji has told. Who am I is again coming back to that. So it is not, I will have to play the roles, no doubt about it. There is no end to playing the role.
Yes.
But who is playing it? When I identify myself with the self, then I will not be playing the role at all. All upadhis are gone. It happens in the flow. So the consciousness, everything is consciousness, everything is atma, everything is self. What is it that I am doing? I don't do anything. So that upadhi has to be dropped. Playing role happens, but identifying with the role has to be dropped. So I work as witness. I work as mother by being a witness. Then there will be balanced way of looking at the things. When I act as a role of as a mother, I am thinking that I am mother. I will have to do the best for my daughters. Then what happens is I may be possessive, I may be very much attached, but with detachment, you can do your fullest. That is, you've dropped your role and the upadhi is not there, then you can be balanced. Otherwise, it will be more of possessiveness and attachment. So, being a witness, working from the self is different from playing the role. Playing the role, yes, that is part and parcel of our life. That is how we have come here. We cannot stop and stay still, or nothing can be done. Whatever has to happen will happen. But what is my identification with my body and mind? That is where we'll have to understand what upadhi is and how to drop that, and where should I connect myself with.
Yes.
Bardish ji, you have something to say?
Nothing.
Okay. So, what, Bhartish ji, you can only answer. So, as a son, as a brother, as an employee or employer, how do you think that you can drop, where all can you drop your upadhis?
Through proper understanding, with this Vedanta, what Prabhuji has said, the step-by-step process of unconditioning through logical understanding, it is given by the Vedanta. Through that knowledge, I can apply. Then only I can apply. For that, my intellect should be ready to accept, believe that first knowledge. Then, if I got that thorough knowledge of that what this Vedanta is exactly going to tell, and logically when I understood that steps thoroughly, then I can apply in my working place. And I can, in all whatever the roles you have said, in all the roles we can apply. But the thing is, we should be aware, we should be in the state of witnessing. Then only we can apply. That moment we identified with the thoughts and emotions, or with carried away with these things, we are conditioned at the end. So it is that knowledge and deep observation within the self, which will help us to apply and unconditioning this, dropping this upadhi, we can do in every circumstance.
So, do you find each role that you play very different?
When we are witnessing, it won't be a
Correct.
much difference.
That is what I wanted.
The person who is facing the next side, for them there might be a difference, but for us there might not be.
Okay, say for example, I would like to ask what I asked Vaishnavi ji. Say for example, you have been labeled in some way. You are too fast, you're too slow, you're very patient, or you're very shy, very strong. Anything such has been labeled for you, Bharatish ji. How do you handle that?
As you gave the first example to Vaishnavi ji, that you are bright, you are good. When we came, the immediate feeling in the childhood days that we will boost ourselves. That is of one type of conditioning. But as she gave that example, for her the conditioning is different, that it is a pressurizing conditioning. So it's all that, as you said, the in a different state, the same water will be it is solidified. In the different temperature, it will be a water. In different, it evaporates. Like that, for her state, that may be pressurizing. For someone, it is maybe boosting. Someone, for them, if it is multiple type, he is undergoing same boosting, he will may get pride also. So it's a different level of conditioning. No, so we cannot confine there is a different level of confined conditioning. So that conditioning might be in a positive way, but maybe in a negative way. The moment we start unconditioning, it won't affect us. The moment we start unconditioning through logical understanding, through the exposure of Vedanta, this will start unconditioning.
One more question I would like to ask. You said it might boost also, right? Whatever is the case, it might boost and encourages also. So, if the encouragement is if we are encouraged, it will lead to what? What is it that is boosted basically?
Ma'am, it's all how the individual is perceiving. If that individual is guided or taught that this boosting is for us to improve ourselves, if we guided or if we selfly recognize that it is for my to improve that abilities or skills, then it's a fine. The moment in another way, if same boosting, if they take it in a with an unguided way or in a wrong way, that may harm them.
In what way?
That is also again that may in terms of pride.
So,
In terms of pride,
what is pride?
that may be a condition. Again, it's a pride. Pride might be egoistic, maybe identification, more identification with the oneself, body. The small I is more gross or stronger than the big capital I.
Correct.
That leads that because of that ignorance, that pride arises.
So there is positive and negative and neutral
Yes,
in
yes,
this also, labeling also.
yes,
So how you perceive, as you rightly said, how you take it is very important. So
yes.
if the pride increases, again it is the ego. Ego has to be
Ego, yes.
neutral. Ego
Yes.
cannot raise high, and lower confidence or low ego is also bad. So balanced way, Sthita Prajna Lakshana has to come in there.
Yes, yes.
Wherein, yes, I am encouraged, let me do whatever my talent is, let me take it forward, is one thing. Or if at all I am not good, let me raise up my whatever understanding, whatever capacity I have. That is one thing. But if we take it in a negative way, then either it is basically the ego which is hurt. When I have low confidence, it's my ego which is hurt.
Yes.
Because the others are good, I am not good.
Yes.
So, or if at all I take it in a very maybe too positive, that means say that I am too good, nobody else is good.
Yes.
So there again ego comes into picture.
Yes.
The small I. So how to handle that? Again, Upadhi is there. Conditioning.
Yes.
How we condition depends on us.
Ma'am, for my understanding, that ego, small I, will get boosted up, and it's only currently, for my understanding, that at present, with the sharp intellect, as I was reading on text a few months before, there I make a note. Pride can be killed or punctured through a sharp pin of our sharp intellect pin. That can alone the punch our ego. So our every time our intellect has to be strengthened, so that the moment that ego pop-ups in our mind, we can puncture it. and we can immediately we think of we are insignificant in this earth, and we can be practice humility and gratitude. By that we can avoid pride on ourselves.
Very true, very true, very practical also. Now, next question goes to Vaishnavi ji. The same discussion, how can you correlate to the space of the house that has been told? That is beautifully we can understand from space actually. Vaishnavi ji. Is she there? Or Vaishnavi ji, are you there? Jayashree ji, you can only tell. Example of house and space.
Is like the walls in the house we build walls, and that space is confined that that area, and that area is our house. Only a boundary to the house. The outer space and the wall cannot break space. It is everywhere. In the same way, space is not registered, but only land is registered. Space land is only gross level.
Yes, correct, Jayashree ji. Okay, okay. Correct, I ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. Sudhaji, can you add to this?
Ma'am, actually, I couldn't understand what she's saying because it's all breaking up
No,
for me.
you tell your own perspective. She told, yeah, even for me it was breaking. That's okay, but whatever is given there, that is what she told. Like, what are the walls, what is the space? The house and the space. So, you can give your perspective to that, how it is easy to understand that and apply it to ourselves. That is what is the link that you need to give.
So actually, from what I understood, like Prabhuji is saying, space is so subtle. You know, it's building walls is not going to like really cut into space and demarcate it or anything. It is just you are saying space on this side of the wall is my house and space on that side of the wall is the road. You are just saying it for practical purposes. But frankly, there is everything exists in space. In creation, space contains everything that is manifest. In the same way, Prabhuji is saying Atma is like that. There is no place, there is nothing that is not the Atma.
Okay, you said space inside of the wall is okay. One side of the wall is space, the other side is also space. What is that wall?
Is the conditioning.
Wall is also space.
Wall is also in space. Wall is also space. Everything is in space. In that is what Prabhuji in a way is trying to say, that Atma is like space. There is nothing in creation that is not Atma. Even the most inanimate thing that you see in creation is a manifestation of the Atma. We discussed in our last video. It's just that the mind is not very well developed. It's in a very rudimentary form, or maybe the mind is not there. But everything has consciousness, everything is existence. And Prabhuji also says, if you cut off the finger, can you find the Atma? Everywhere there is Atma. in every cell, in every molecule, in every atom, subatomic particle also, whatever it is, that is the Atma. So that is how Prabhuji was trying to give us an understanding of the all-pervading nature of Atma, that we are.
So with space, it is easy. That is what I felt. Maybe that's my experience too. As you said, wall itself is a conditioning. So space, outside, inside, right side, left side, everything is space. But still, there is conditioning. Anything is there to be added, Bharatish ji?
Uh,
Vaishnavi ji? Okay, I don't think she's there. So this is something that can be done with a lot of understanding. And as you all said, it is the training that has to be given to the intellect. And that is what we are doing with this AVSC classes. It is the training to the intellect that is being given by Guruji. And how, to what extent we apply to our own lives depends on us and our conditioning, our karma. So how easily we can drop off all these conditioning is what we'll have to work towards. So when we understand that there is some conditioning, so at least we should identify the conditioning, then we can drop that. If we don't understand the conditioning itself, how can we drop it? Only when I experience Atma for a moment at least, I can go for it again and again. I'm missing it is what I get. If I don't even feel that this objective world itself is the best for me, if I think, I cannot understand subjective world at all. So this is where small bit by bit we are trying to understand through the help of Guruji's teachings, his grace. Otherwise, we couldn't have done all this. So, how blessed we are to understand ourselves. The whole world we see outside, and we feel we have understood everything, but we don't know what we are inside. So, this is the path that has been given to us, and more so with Advaita Vedanta. So, I think this is all the gist of the talk that we took up, that is the 25th talk. And the last question was Prakriya. What is Prakriya, he has told. Any of you can tell that. Bhartishji?
Ma'am, Prakriya is a steps method that Shariratraya Prakriya was mentioned in that video, and that they mentioned that name.
So, systematic way of understanding truth is what is Prakriya. So, these are all the ways. See, we came about sadhana chatushtaya. So, what is our mind? We understood how to control it or regulate it. Then, how to have what is desire. That is how to control the senses. Shama, Damati, Diksha, Upadhi,
Yes.
all those we came to know. So, this is step by step understanding.
Yes.
So, what is ego? Who am I? What is I, big capital I and small I?
Yes.
So,
If we see, when we see, look at all these things, we are all just sharpening the as Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Uparati, all sadhana chatushtaya. The studies, all it is giving inputs to all those qualities. To become a Vedantian or to understand this, we need these qualities. And when you start learning also, we are not learning anything. We are just strengthening the same quality. And when intellect is fully thorough with the knowledge, we'll see the self, I think, with the listening all these things.
it can happen now and here.
Yes.
Here and now. But we have the baggages. We have the
Yes.
upadhis, we have our prarabdha karma. So all these are the boosters to our life.
Yes, as you said, ma'am, the amount of awareness we keep in our everyday day-to-day actions will help us to uh, what uncondition ourselves. The moment we restrict this knowledge to this
Class.
1 hour lecture, then again we are in the unconditionally. We should start applying when we start. It is difficult only, but if we try it pushing ourselves on a day, it's become gradually. It's going to be an easy work.
And being in the present is one thing that is
Yes.
really beneficial. So
Yes.
this moment here, now,
And
I'm
we can question ourselves that who is that is present, who is that present observing. We can also question that who is that bringing to that present moment. I also tried in that way. When mind goes somewhere else, I used to think what is it going and who is bringing that. I also question on myself. It helps.
yes, yes. So the moment you shift your awareness and be in the present, that automatically, how many ever times, maybe 2 times, 1 time per day, or 10 times, 100 times, well and good. So that awareness and being in that present moment is something that will automatically help you to be with the self. So all the upadhi will be dropped off when you're in the present.
Yes. At that moment, we'll drop all this that
Uh-huh.
upadhi, and
So
again
I
we'll
am a good child, I am a very good employer, I am a very good mother. All this will not come because I am in the present. I am talking
yes,
here, this is over. So that is why be in the present moment is what is being told. So that
yes.
there are no upadhis at all. We don't live in the past or in the future. So we will end this session.
As when we are not also identified with the role also. When we in the present, we are focusing on the duty which has to be performed, not on the role.
No, we will not even
So
know about the duty. We are doing, we are in that, that's all.
yes,
So if we remember the duty, again the role is coming there. So it was a good discussion on Upadhi. And next class we will continue the talk 26. And so let us just try to be in the present and be aware of what upadhis are cropping up. So that itself will drop the upadhi. Can anyone do the prayer, ending prayer? Maybe Nanu Nanembudu itself is enough. Sudhaji. Because I don't think I can
I know
continue.
you're coughing so much, but my Kannada, I will miss something. That is why I'm
Okay,
scared.
whichever shloka you know, you tell in that list. Maybe if Vaishnavi ji was there, I would have asked her.
Yeah, he would have done.
Jaishri ji, can you tell?
Not able to.
Some problem with the network.
ನಾನು
ma'am.
ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ
ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ
ನನ್ನ
ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಸಚಿದಾನಂದ
ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ.
Okay, lokaः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. We'll close for the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Hari Om.
Hare.
Hari Om.